So students, in the question number 2, that diagram is given. In the diagram, whatever diagram is there, according to that statement is given in the given figure. So whatever the figure is given, lines x, y and mn intersect at O. X, y and mn. Here you are going to find x, y and mn. Both are going to intersect at the point O. O is the intersection point of both the line. If angle POY equal to 90 degree, if angle POY, here it is 90 degree. Angle POY is 90 degree and it is given that A ratio B. A ratio B. So A and B are again, these are the two angles and the ratio between these two angles are given A ratio B equal to 2 ratio 3. Then you need to find the value of angle C. So here you need to find a value of the angle C. So students, if you are going to find, it is given that angle POY, that is given 90 degree. It is given in the question. Angle POY is 90 degree. Now students, if angle POY is 90 degree, then what will be angle POX? POX, this angle. Any of the student? If angle POY is 90 degree, then what will be the value of angle POX? That will be 90 degree. Okay. Okay, thank you. It is 90 degree. Reason is that if angle POY is 90 degree, so here you are going to get a linear pair of angle. So you can write angle POX plus angle POY equal to 180 degree. Angle POX plus angle POY. Reason, here you can write linear pair of angles. In the short, it is written LPA. Angle POY is given 90 degree, so angle POX plus 90 degree equal to 180 degree. Here it shows that angle POX equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree, it is equal to 90 degree. So here I got the value of angle POX. But in the diagram you are going to get that POX equal to A plus B. A plus B equal to 90 degree. That POX is divided in two parts. First part is A, second part is B. And in the question it is written that A ratio B is 2 ratio 3. So it is given that A ratio B equal to 2 ratio 3. So here you will write, let A equal to 2x and B equal to 3x. Ratio is given. So ratio is 2 ratio 3. So A value you will take 2x and B value you will take as a 3x. Now here angle POX equal to A plus B. So A plus B equal to 90 degree. POX is same as angle POX, that is equal to A plus B. So A plus B 90 degree and you will put the value, then 2x plus 3x. It is equal to 90 degree. Then it is 5x equal to 90 degree. Then x equal to, if you are going to transfer 5 in the right side, it will be divided. So it is equal to 18 degree. So 90 upon 5 equal to 18. So you got the value of x is 18 degree. Now if you got the value of x, then you can find the value of b. Here you had written b equal to 3x and x value is 18. So b equal to 3 into 18. It is equal to 54. So what is the value of this angle, angle B? It is 54 degree. Now students, here you are going to get MON. MON, it is a straight line. MON is a straight line and here this angle is on a straight line. So it will be 180 degree. So here angle B plus angle C, that is equal to 180 degree. Linear pair of angle. It is a straight line. This angle is angle B and here it is angle C. So B plus C equal to 180 degree. So here you will write B plus C equal to 180 degree, that is linear pair of angles. And here you got the value of B 54 degree. So 54 degree plus C equal to 180 degree. It shows that C equal to 180 degree minus 54 degree. So after subtraction you will get it is 6 and here 7 minus 5 2, that is 126 degree. So the value of angle C will be 126 degree. So that is the way to solve. Again I am going to explain the question. That diagram was given. Here angle POY was given 90 degree and you were given A ratio B. that is 2:3. So if it is 90 degree, so angle POX will be also 90 degree by linear pair of angle. It means that A plus B equal to 90 degree. A plus B equal to 90 degree. And here A ratio B is given 2:3. So if A is 2x, then B will be 3x according to that ratio. So here A plus B 90 degrees, then 2x plus 3x 90 degree. So after solving it, you will get the value of x. And if you are going to get the value of x, then if you are going to put that value of x in B, then B equal to 3x, then here B equal to 3 into 18, value of x is 18, then here you will get B will be 54 degree. And here in the diagram, it is a straight line. So B plus C will be 180 degree, and after putting the value of B, you will get the C. So it is the complete solution of the question number 2. Yes, Sikha Singh, any problem regarding this question? Okay. So now Nidhi Yadav. Okay, 6.2 question number 4. So I'm going to open that question in the book. Okay, now mute. Okay, done. So in the 6.2 question number 4, one diagram is given. So that I'm going to draw it here. So question number 4 in exercise 6.2, that is given on page number 104. So it is the question number 4 and it is given on page number 104. So for this question, one diagram is given that I am going to draw. It is given like this. Okay, so students, here you are given this diagram and I am going to read the statement of the question. It is given that in the given figure, if PQ parallel to ST. So if I am going to write given, so in the given section it is given that PQ parallel to ST. It is given, and whatever the angles are given, angle PQR is 110 degree and angle TSR, yeah, RST, it is 130 degree, that is given in the question. What you need to find? You need to find angle QRS. You need to find the value of angle QRS. So here these two lines are parallel. These two are parallel. These two angles are given in the question, and by using these conditions, you need to find angle QRS. This angle you need to find, angle QRS. What is the value of angle QRS? That you need to find. So students, here you need to do one construction. Construction will be from point R. You need to draw a line that is parallel to one of the lines. Suppose that here I am going to draw a line XY that is parallel to PQ. So here you will write the construction. Construction will be draw XY parallel to PQ. Here I am going to draw XY parallel to PQ that is going to pass through the point R. So here you will write passing through R. Passing through R. So you need to draw XY parallel to PQ that is going to pass through the point R. Now students, if XY it is parallel to PQ, PQ parallel to ST, it means if the two lines are parallel and if you are going to draw a line parallel to one of the line, then that line will be parallel to the third one also. So in the question it was given that PQ and ST are parallel, and if you are going to draw XY parallel to PQ, so that XY will be also parallel to ST. So here you can write in the solution here, since xy parallel to PQ and PQ parallel to ST. Since XY parallel to PQ that you had drawn, and in the question it is given PQ parallel to ST, then PQ, yeah, here you will write XY will be parallel to ST also. It means this line is parallel to PQ as well as ST. Now students, if these two are here, I am going to write PQ and XY parallel. So here PQ and XY are parallel and one line is intersecting. So what will be these two angles called? If these two lines are parallel, one line is intersecting. So what type of these two angles are here? Any of the student? No, that are the co-interior. No. That are the co-interior angles. Okay, here I am going to explain. If two lines are parallel, one line is intersecting. So here you are going to get these two are the angles which are the interior angles. These two angles are called interior. And you are going to get that both the interior angles are in the same side. So these two angles are called co-interior angle. Here I am going to explain that what are the corresponding angles. This angle and this angle. One angle will be interior and one angle will be exterior. So these are the corresponding angles. So got it clear? So here these two are the co-interior angle. So what is the property for the co-interior angles? If the lines are parallel, then sum of co-interior angles will be 180 degree. So here these two lines are parallel and these two are the co-interior angles. So if I am going to mention this angle x, suppose that. So if these two are co-interior angles, so x plus 110 degree equal to 180. So here you will write x plus 110 equal to 180 degree. Region you will give co-interior angles. These are the co-interior angles, that's why their sum is 180 degree. So it shows that x equal to 70 degree. So from here you got x equal to 70 degree. Now students, in the same way, suppose that if it is y. So again these two lines are parallel, ST and XY are parallel. So these two angles are again co-interior angle. One line is intersecting. So these are the two interior angles in the same side. So these are called co-interior angle. So in the same way you will write y plus 130 degree equal to 180 degree. Here it shows that y equal to 180 degree minus 130 degree. It is equal to 50 degree. So here you got y is 50 degree. Again the region was same, co-interior angles. Now students, here x, r, y, x, y, it is a straight line. So this angle here on that straight line you are going to get the three angles. So sum of all these three angles will be 180 degree. Region is that these are the angles formed on a straight line. So x plus this angle plus y, that is equal to 180 degree. So here you will write x plus, it is the angle QRS. So plus angle QRS plus y, it is equal to 180 degree. That is the angles on a straight line. Angles on a straight line. So x plus angle QRS plus y equal to 180. And you got the value of both. X is 70 degree and y is 50 degree. So here 70 degree plus angle QRS plus 50 degree, that is equal to 180 degree. Here it shows that angle QRS equal to, it is 70 plus 50, 120, and it will be transfer in the right side. So it will be 180 minus 120 degree. Here it shows that angle QRS equal to 60 degree. So the value of angle QRS is 60 degree. So here you need to do one construction. Reason is that these two lines are parallel given, but whatever the angle you need to find that angle QRS. So if you are going to draw a line parallel to one of the lines, then it will be automatically parallel to the other lines, and you will follow the co-interior angle property to find these angles. So it is the complete solution of the question number 4. Okay, Nidhi, got it clear? Okay. Now Sakshi Gupta. Sakshi. Yes, question. Okay, two questions are there. Question number 5 and 6. Okay, Sakshi, I'm going to explain that. Okay, okay. Okay, students, kindly open the exercise 6.1. Two questions she had asked, question number 5 and 6. So I'm going to explain that. So in the question number 5th of the exercise 6.11 diagram is given. So that diagram I am going to draw. That is the question number 5. And it is given on the page number 97. So that is on page number 97. Diagram is given for the question is like this. Okay, so here this diagram is given for this question, and it is given that in the given figure POQ is a line. So here you are going to get that POQ is a line. Ray OR is the perpendicular to the line PQ. Here it is given OR is perpendicular to the line PQ. It means OR is perpendicular. So here it is 90 degree. OS is another ray. OS is another ray lying between rays OP and OR. That is existing between OP and OR. One ray is there, that is OS. Now you need to prove. So what you are going to prove here in the question, you will write the given term from the question, and here you need to prove that angle ROS equal to half of angle QOS, half of angle QOS. Here I am going to write angle ROS equal to half of angle QOS minus angle POS. So it is the question, you need to find the value of angle ROS in the terms of QOS. So QOS plus minus POS. Okay, so if I am going for this diagram, so students, if angle ROQ that is 90 degree, in the same way angle ROQ will be also 90 degrees. So here I am going to give the proof. So in the question it is given angle ROQ is 90 degrees. So if it is 90, then here it will be also 90 degrees. So here you will write angle ROQ equal to angle ROP. That is equal to 90 degree. It is given in the question. It is given. Reason is that in the question it is given OR is perpendicular to PQ. Okay. Now you need to relate angle QOS and angle POS. So I am going to get the angle QOS. Angle QOS. So students, in the diagram, angle QOS, I am going to take angle QOS. Reason is here. You need to relate it in the terms of QOS and POS. So angle QOS that can be written as angle QOS equal to angle ROQ plus angle ROS. Angle QOS, that is the sum of this angle and this angle. So we can write angle QOS equal to angle ROQ plus angle ROS. Yeah, it can be written as angle ROQ that is equal to 90 degree plus angle ROS. So now you can make it equation 1. Angle QOS equal to 90 degree plus angle ROS. Now you need to find the value of angle POS also. So angle POS. How the angle POS will be written in the terms of POR and SOR? Any of the angle POR, this angle, it can be written, the angle POS, this angle, it can be written in the terms of angle POR and angle SOR, how it will be written? Yes. Okay, very good. Angle POR, if you are going to subtract angle SOR from the angle POR, this angle POR minus angle SOR, this angle will be subtracted, then you will get the angle POS. So here we can write angle POS equal to angle POR, angle POR, that is angle POR minus angle ROS, minus angle ROS. Yeah, angle POR, I have written here angle POR equal to, yeah, angle ROP equal to 90 degree. So it is 90 degree minus angle ROS. That is equation second. So I got these two equations. Now students, in the question, whatever you are going to find, that is given angle QOS minus angle POS. Here it is written angle QOS minus angle POS. So if I am going to subtract equation 1 and 2 in both sides, so in the left I will get angle QOS minus angle POS. At least I will get these terms, whatever given in the bracket. So you will write subtract equation 2 from 1 in both sides. So here you will get in the left side angle QOS minus angle POS. After subtraction, I got angle QOS minus angle POS. At least I am going to get this term. In the right side, 90 degree plus angle ROS, 90 degree plus angle ROS minus 90 degree. If you are going to subtract values which are more than 2, so you will write in the bracket. So this value 90 degree plus angle ROS minus, and you will write this value in the bracket. So minus angle ROS. So it will be written angle QOS minus angle POS. It is equal to 90 degree plus angle ROS. And if you are going to open the bracket, so if negative sign is there before the bracket, so sign will be changed. So if it is plus 90, so it will be minus 90. And if it is minus angle ROS, so it will be plus angle ROS. Now here 90 degree and minus 90 degree, both will be cancelled. So it shows that angle QOS minus angle POS, it is equal to angle ROS plus angle ROS, that is 2 angle ROS. Both are same, so angle ROS plus angle ROS, 2 angle ROS. Here 2 is multiplied, so it will be divided in the left side. So if I am going to transfer 2 in this side, so it will be 1 by 2 angle QOS minus angle POS, that is equal to angle ROS. So that you need to prove. In the question it was asked that prove that angle ROS equal to 1 by 2 angle QOS minus angle POS. So that is the way. So students, if you are going to solve this type of question where certain angles are given there and you are given one diagram, so whatever the angles are used in the question, whatever you are going to prove, so you need to make the equation in which these angles should be exist, like angle ROS, angle QOS and angle POS. So here I got one equation, like here I am going to get angle ROS and angle QOS, both are here in the question. In the second equation I got angle ROS and angle POS. So by this way we will be able to solve this question. Now one more question she asked. Yes, that is question number 6. Okay, so I am going to erase that. Now question number 6 I am going to explain. So on the same page, just after the question number 5th, question number 6th is given. That is question number 6. Now for this question it is given that it is given angle XYZ and angle equal to 64 degree and XY is produced to point P. Draw a figure from the given information. So in the question you are not given the diagram in the book for this question. In the question it is just you need to draw the diagram according to the statement of the question. So first it is given that you need to draw an angle XYZ 64 degree. So here I am going to draw a diagram. Suppose that is according to the question. Here I am going to draw X, Y, Z. In the question it is given that you need to draw a diagram where angle x, y, z is 64 degree, xy is produced to point P. In the question it is given that you need to extend xy. You need to extend the xy. So here I am going to extend xy. And according to the question it should be produced up to the point P. Suppose that you had extended xy up to the point P. So draw a figure from the given information. So that is the figure according to the given statement. Now in the question it is given that if a ray YQ bisect angle ZYP. So first I will get the angle ZYP. ZYP. So in the question you are going to get angle ZYP here. And you need to draw YQ that will bisect angle ZYP. So what is the means of bisector of the angle? What is called the bisector of the angle? A line, yeah, a ray which is going to divide the angle equally. So in the question it is given that you need to draw YQ. So Y is here. It means that ray will start from the point Y and here it is Q. So YQ that is going to bisect angle ZYP. Bisect means that angle ZYP will be divided in two equal parts. So here both are equal. If it is X, then it will be also X. So according to the question you need to draw a ray YQ that is bisect angle ZYP. So according to the question here it will be. Now in the question it is asked that to find angle XYQ. So in the question what you are going to find? You need to find angle XYQ and reflex of angle QYP. So this value you need to find for this diagram. First you need to find angle XYQ. So XYQ, you need to find angle XYQ. So angle XYQ equal to 64 degree plus X degree. XYQ equal to, that is 64 degree plus X. So X value is not given here. So first you need to find the value of X. So here XYP is a straight line. So if it is a straight line, so X plus 64 degree, that is equal to 180 degree. That is a straight line. And here whatever the angles are formed on the straight line, X plus 64, the sum of all these three will be 180 degree. So here you will write X plus 64 degree equal to 180 degree. That is angles on a straight line. So X plus X, 2X equal to 64 will be transferred in the right side. So it will be 180 degree minus 64 degree. Here 2X equal to 180 minus 64. If you are going to subtract, it will be 6. And here it is 116 degree. Then X equal to 116 degree upon 2. That is equal to 2 5 is 10, 2 8 is 16. 58 degree. So you got the value of X is 58 degree. Now you need to find angle XYQ. First part you need to find angle XYQ. So angle XYQ equal to 64 degree plus X degree. In the diagram you will find angle XYQ equal to 64 degree plus X degree. So it is equal to 64 degree plus 58 degree. Yeah, if you are going to add 8 4 12 6 5 11 1 12, 122 degree. So the value of angle XYQ is 122 degree. Again you need to find reflex of angle QYP. So anyone who can explain me what is the reflex angle? That is, it is given. Okay. Now you okay, very good. Now you need to mute angle QYP. First I will find the angle QYP, then I will get the reflex of angle QYP. So angle QYP, in the diagram you will find angle QYP that is equal to X. QYP equal to X, and X is, you had find the value of X 58 degree. But in the question you are not supposed to find angle QYP, you need to find reflex of angle QYP. So reflex of angle QYP, it is equal to 360 degree minus 58 degree, and if you are going to subtract, that will be 302 degree. So first you will find the value of angle QYP, that is X here, and in the question it is asked reflex, so you will subtract that angle from the 360 degree, that will be reflex of the given angle. So reflex of angle QYP will be 302 degree. So it is the solution of the question number 6. Okay, so one more student, she asked me the question. Shivam Yadav. Shivam. Exercise 6.2, question number 6. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, so first I am going to explain the question number 6 of exercise 6.2. So here for the 6th question you are given one diagram, so that diagram I am going to draw. That is the question number 6th, given on page number 104. One diagram is given like this. It is given P, Q, here it is R, S, and it is given like this. Okay, so here this diagram is given. First I am going to read the statement. It is given that in the given figure PQ and RS are two mirrors. So here PQ and RS are two mirrors that are placed parallel to each other. It means both the mirrors are going to be placed parallel to each other. An incident ray AB. AB is the incident ray which is going to fall on the mirror PQ at the point B. And after reflection, that ray BC is going to strike the second mirror at the point C. And again, this ray is going to be reflected by the mirror RS from the point C, that is CD. So this diagram is given here. You need to prove, in this question, you need to prove that, AB parallel to CD. Here you need to prove AB parallel to CD. In the question you are given that PQ and RS are parallel. If you are going to read the question, it is given PQ parallel to RS, that is given. So students, in the physics also you had applied that if any ray incident on a mirror, then you are going to draw a normal. Normal means a perpendicular. So here I am going to draw a normal from the point B and from the point C. So suppose that here it is the BN and CN, both are the normal. So students, here these two angles, if normal, if you are going to draw, and if a ray is going to incident on a mirror, then it is going to be reflected. So whatever the angle formed by these normals, this angle is called angle of incidence, angle I, and it is called angle of reflection, angle R. So all of you are familiar with this, angle I equal to angle R. Okay, it means if you are going to draw a normal on the mirror, and if a light of ray is going to incident on it, so here angle I equal to angle R. It means here if it is angle A, then it will be also angle A. Reason you will give, since angle I equal to angle R, so whatever this angle will be there, the same angle will be here also. Now again here RS is another mirror, and ray BC is going to strike at the point C. So again here it is CN is a normal. So again here it is the angle I and angle R at the point C. So if it is angle B, then it will be also angle B. So first I got that angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. By that I got here A, and here it is B and B. Now students, here if two lines are parallel, if you are going to draw a perpendicular line on both the parallel lines, so if these two lines are parallel, then the perpendicular on both the lines will be also parallel to each other. That I had explained in the very beginning also when I was explaining that question. So if two lines are parallel, and if you are going to draw the perpendicular on both the lines, then both the perpendiculars will be also parallel to each other. So it means that from here BM and CN are parallel. So here you will write, since PQ parallel to RS and BM perpendicular to PQ and CN perpendicular to RS. So if two lines are parallel and if you are going to draw the perpendicular on both the parallel line, it shows that BM parallel to CN. It means that BM and CN are parallel. So if I am going to draw BM and CN separately, so it is like this. It is the BM and here it is CN, and here you got that BM and CN are parallel. So what is these two angles are called? BM and that are alternating. So here if you got that BM and CN, so if BM and CN are parallel and if BC is intersecting, that is the transversal. So these are the alternate interior angle. So here you will get since BM parallel to CN, then A equal to B, alternate interior angles. So I got that angle A and angle B are equal. Reason is that since BM and CN are parallel, that's why A equal to B. Now students, if two values are equal, so their two double will be also equal, so multiply by 2 in both the sides, then it shows that 2A equal to 2B. If A and B are equal, then 2A and 2B will be also equal. Now students, 2A, here A plus A equal to, that is 2A. It means 2A is angle ABC. So it shows that angle ABC. Here you are going to get A plus A equal to 2A. So 2A is the angle which is angle ABC. In the same way, 2B, that is the angle DCB. So it is equal to angle DCB. So here I got angle ABC equal to angle DCB. I am going to draw it again separately. It is given like this. Whatever the diagram is given, it is A, B, C, D. You got that this angle and this angle are equal. If these two are the lines and one line is intersecting, so these two are the alternate interior angle. So students, if you are able to prove that these alternate interior angles are equal, so it means that lines are parallel. So if alternate interior angles are equal, it shows that both the lines are parallel. So here you are going to get angle ABC equal to angle DCB. So here you will write both are alternate interior angles, then AB parallel to CD. So students, when I had explained that exercise there, I had explained that if two lines are parallel, then alternate interior angles are equal. Yeah, its converse will be also true. If alternate interior angles are equal, then both the lines are parallel. So here, by this way, you will be able to prove that AB parallel to CD. Reason is that here alternate interior angles are equal. So that is the solution of this question. Okay, Shivam, got it? How to solve? Shivam Yadav. Okay, Shivam. So again, Shivam, whatever your second question was there, that was exercise 6.3, last question. Okay. So again, now time is going to be over for this class. So tomorrow, again, whatever the question related to these lines and angles will be there, that I will explain that tomorrow. So Shivam, again, your that second question I will explain tomorrow. So again, we will meet tomorrow. Yes, Sudhanshu. No, quadrilateral will not be the part of midterm. Quadrilateral will be there in the post midterm. Quadrilateral is the part of post midterm. So whatever the chapters are there, that I had explained up to the whatever the chapter I had explained, leaving that quadrilateral, that will be the part of your midterm. Quadrilateral is the part of post midterm. So leave that. Okay, so now thank you students. Again, we will meet tomorrow for the same chapter. Whatever the doubt will be there, that we will discuss.